Hi Gemini, Elsie here to do your reading. So I am here to do a reading for you, Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus, and Jupiter for the collective sign of Gemini. What I am going to do is I have pulled out these cards that I haven't used in forever. This is the first deck that I received when I first started reading cards, and this is the one that I'm going to use to pick the overall energy for the reading. So I'm just going to ask Spirit, if you can please, I could have Archangel Michael, please, and Archangel Uriel. We are doing a reading today for Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus, and Jupiter for the sign of Gemini. If you could please, if I could also please have my angels and guides near, and gods and goddesses, holders of the pure white light, if you can please protect me while I open up a channel of Spirit. Spirit, thank you so much for the beautiful gifts you give me every day in this life. I am so blessed and so thankful. All right, we just need one card for Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus, and Jupiter for the sign of Gemini. One card for overall energy, please. One card for overall energy, please. There we go. We've got it. It is the 10 of Autumn. The 10 of Autumn says, take steps to ensure the financial security of your children and other loved ones. Make wise investments or planning for retirement. Honor family traditions. Interesting. Okay, so I am going to use this deck here to do the reading. Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus, and Jupiter. Oops, look at that, came out. For the sign of Gemini. I'm going to do 5 cards for the past energy, about the last 6 or 8 weeks. We'll go to 5 cards for the current energy, and then we will take 10 cards for the future. So Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus, and Jupiter, please. What is on for Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus, and Jupiter, the sign of Gemini? What have our Geminis been up to? What sort of energies are we feeling for Gemini, Spirit? All right. Cut. Feels good. All right. So we do need 5 cards, please, for the past energy. Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus, and Jupiter, the sign of Gemini, please. 5 cards, thank you. There's 1, 2, 3. 2 more, please. 2 more cards for the past energies. 2 more cards for past energies, please. And 1 more card. Just need 1, so I'll take that one. There we go. And what are we starting with on the bottom here? Oh, we are starting with, I believe the energy here is of celebration. I don't believe this is a third party. So what do we have here in the past energy? Let me take a moment here. Okay, so I feel like Gemini in the past, in the recent past 6 weeks or so, I feel like you have opened up some opportunities for yourself. And when you open up these opportunities, they also became a bit of confusion. You can see the girl is sitting there and she's kind of confused looking at all these opportunities, and she's not making a move. She's kind of frozen because of all of the opportunities that are opening up for her. So I feel like there is some confusion around the Queen of Cups. So the Queen of Cups is a mother. The Queen of Cups is emotionally available. She has intelligence. She has emotional intelligence. And so when she loves wholly and thoroughly. She loves down to her toes. So she's very deep. She loves very deep. She hurts very deep. So I feel like, Gemini, that you've been in a little bit of confusion about where you stand with the Queen of Cups. Now, the Queen of Cups, this is all Cups energy. So the Cups energy is Sagittarius, Pisces, and Cancer. And then in the middle of the read here, I show the Empress. Now, the Empress is a Taurus, but the Empress is someone who's very connected to spirit. She is someone who creates. She is a creator. So she may create life. Things bloom around her and in her presence. She is, she creates opportunities for herself. And she does have the knowledge of all the queens in the deck. So she is someone that is connected to spirit. You can see all the lights are on the top of her crown here. And she can foretell the future as well. You can see there's a glass ball there. So a lot of people will come to her for advice usually. So I feel like you're confused about the Queen of Cups and that you are probably seeking out some explanations, or maybe you are seeking out someone who you can speak with regarding the confusion that you're having about the Queen of Cups. I don't think that you know how to move forward to get to your 10 of Pentacles here. So I do believe that you do realize you do have to put down your burdens. So I feel like these burdens have come from a past relationship or a collection of past relationships. They feel like they're very heavy, emotionally heavy. So I feel like you're not going to be able to drop these burdens without being able to find the help of someone who is of the Empress energy. You do want this 10 of Pentacles here. You're trying to drop your burdens so you can make it to the 10 of Pentacles. And I think that it's not just, Pentacles are money, yes, but I feel like you want abundance in love. You want abundance in life, that you just want to be able to live your life and take things to the max. Like I feel like you feel like you've been living in a cage for a long time, and now it's time for you to bust out of the cage, and it's time for you to find your abundance. But remembering this 10 of Autumn here, it also is about Pentacles, and it also is talking about being sure that your family is financially secure. So you could have been in a relationship that you got out of, and Spirit is saying, make sure that you don't leave them in the lurch. So if you are in fact going to start another relationship, just be sure that you don't forget those that need you. I feel like you are headed for a celebration though. So let's go for, we need 5 cards for the current energy. I've got one boxed here, so we'll take this. 4 more cards for the current energy, please, for Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus, and Jupiter, the sign of Gemini. 3 more cards, please. 1. 2 more cards, please. 2 more cards for Gemini, Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus, and Jupiter until the end of April, thereabouts. Like I always say to you guys, time is fluid, right? It's not linear. So, the stuff that's going on here in this reading could be happening, a week from now, a month from now, a year from now. It could be happening next week. But it really all depends on the energies that are in and around you. So take what resonates and just leave the rest here. We have the sun. So it looks like the sun is coming to shine. You are going to be going through a growth spurt, Gemini, or you are already in that growth spurt. And because everything under the sun grows, and I do see there are a lot of little butterflies that are flying around these children here. They're very, they've got their faces up to warm themselves in the sun, and I see a bunch of butterflies, and I think that you are in a transformation period right now, and that Spirit is shining a light on you because they know that you've been through some stuff in the past, and it's time for you to be able to move forward and be healthy and mentally healthy, physically healthy, and spiritually healthy. I do see that there is justice here. So that tells me that you may be confused as you may be going through some sort of legal trials or battles. This is the card of this is an air card. It is the card of Libra. And it tells me here that this could be, you're trying to bring the balance back into your life by going and getting legal help. I have a feeling that there may have been a relationship breaking down here. Now, this is Emperor energy. This is Aries, but I feel like that you might have Aries in your chart, Gemini, because the Aries seems to be still giving to two. Giving to two. Now that I see this, I see third party in this one. So I feel like the Emperor, so with the Emperor energy, I feel like you need to take charge, Gemini, because I feel like you're giving to two, Six of Pentacles, and I feel like it's a third party and you're about to cut someone out and you're about to offer someone else the Ace of Pentacles. So we have Ace of Pentacles as a new start. I feel as though now that the 3 has come out into your reading, that it in fact is probably about a third party connection. So I think you're ready to leave one union and perhaps ready to start another. I feel like you are letting your current relationship go because you're tired of giving to two. You have started the legal proceedings here, but you are the energy of the Emperor. So the Emperor being the person who is always in charge because he's the leader, and he is the one that has all of the knowledge of all the kings. In fact, he advises all the kings in his empire, and he runs the whole show. So he's the president, the vice president. He could be, you know, someone who's a lawyer, someone who is very good with money. He does the whole thing. So yeah, tired of giving to two, and I believe that you've been in a third party connection for a while, and it's time for you to just carry on with the get out of one relationship and carry on with the other. Let's just ask a few more questions here about the future, and let's just see if we get any answers. All right, so this is the card of Leo, by the way, so in case you're interested in that. All right, we need 4 cards for the future, please. 4 cards for the future for Gemini. 2 more cards for Gemini, please, for the future. 2 more cards for Gemini. There's 1, and we'll take the one face down. There's 2. And on the bottom of the deck, we have the Queen of Pentacles. So someone who is really very giving, very charitable, very balanced in their energy. Someone who can do a lot of things for a lot of people and usually does. She can be painting the house, cleaning the eaves, and watching someone else's children while she's watching her own. Very helpful, very charitable with her time and her money. And she's very good with her money because she is she is Virgo, Capricorn, or Taurus, and they are usually really good with their money, usually savers and people who like to build up their pentacles. Okay, yeah, so I see here that you actually have sent out a pentacle, or you plan on going to see someone regarding this relationship that you've just closed. So I think that you're closing the world here. You're closing a chapter. You've learned a karmic lesson. Congratulations. And I believe that you are closing this chapter because you are in fact have decided to cut out the spouse or union that you were in, and it's time for you to move forward. So it's time for you to move forward into your new world. And I have a feeling that there's going to be some sort of excitement or someone showing up unannounced or something. It could be the King of Wands that's coming in unannounced. You could be the King of Wands coming in with the King of Wands energy and showing up unannounced. So the King of Wands is very sure of himself. He's very confident. He's very... it can almost be cocky, but you know what? He's just really good at what he does. He's a leader. He has a fiery sort of personality. I think he gets the bad rap of being someone who's a player. Of course, any sign can be a player, but because he's the King of Wands and he's the fire, he's the passion, you know, he gets a bad rap in the deck, I feel like, because he is the person who will come in for the passion first. But, you know, some people do, and it's not just someone who is a fire sign. Some people really want to make sure that, you know, the relationship they're getting into has a lot of passion, and passion that they're interested in. So I feel like that there is either the King of Wands is going ahead to, you know, finally go find this person to give this pentacle to, And if it's not you that's going to be surprised, someone is going to surprise you. Of course, it can go either way because we are talking about a general reading, right? And if you don't know what that means, please look down below in the description. You'll see what is the meaning of a general reading. All right, so we just need 3 more cards, please, for, oh, look at that. We got 2 right away for Gemini. Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus, and Jupiter, the sign of Gemini, please. 1 more card. There we go. All right. Oops. I don't usually read, well, not usually, but I don't read reversals in my general readings, guys. Only in my privates. Okay, so what we have here is we have the King of Swords. So it looks like you want to speak up, Gemini. This is your sign, of course, right? It could be Gemini, Libra, or Aquarius. And I feel like you want to speak up, or you have spoken up because you're exhausted. You're done with the way the last relationship was going. You spoke your piece and it caused a lot of action. It caused you to have to start closing doors and taking on, you know, maybe splitting assets, maybe there's a lot of arguing, maybe there's a lot of finger pointing, but you're exhausted nonetheless. You're done with the way things were going. You're done with feeling this exhaustion, and it's time for you to speak up, or you did speak up, and speaking up just made you exhausted, emotionally exhausted. It certainly did put you into the Hanged Man position, trying to look at things from another opportunity or another perspective. And I think this is part of this surprise here. So I now feel like that your energy is the King of Wands energy, that you're very passionate, that you might have either Leo, Sagittarius, or Aries in your chart, and that you are thinking about, you know, going elsewhere, and maybe thinking about showing up with this pentacle to find out if your person, your next person, is going to hang out with you, is going to have a relationship with you. Okay, so we've got 2 more cards here. Yeah, and under the deck here, we have the 7 of Wands. You feeling a little bit defensive, but always taking the higher ground. And it's an energy of protection as well. You know, when people are in defense mode, it's because they're protecting themselves. Yeah, here from some sort of a partnership here. Yeah, it's a marriage that's breaking up here, unfortunately. So this 7 of Wands, and the 7 of Wands is about the protection of something, either protection of your heart or your energy, or the protection of someone else's heart and someone else's energy. And so we see here that we do have some bookends here. So this is probably a soulmate connection that you're going after. I have a feeling that you've realized that the union that you were in was not making you happy, and that it's time for you to head forward and look for your soulmate. Now, the thing is that your soulmate is also someone who speaks up. So that's why you guys are such a great match, because, you know, you guys don't offend each other. You actually are a good blend of 2 who can actually give really good clarity, because the Queen of Wands is always ready to give her opinion, and you value that because you're always willing to give your opinion as well. I feel like the 7 of Swords, though, isn't anything except that you haven't told the Queen of Swords how you feel yet. It's sort of interesting how you can see these 2 swords pointing at each other, but I feel like, yeah, you're going to be telling the Queen of Swords how you're feeling, or how you've been feeling. But you're a little bit defensive because you're scared. You think you might get rejected, and that makes sense to me, of course. Who isn't scared of rejection, right? Okay, we just need 1 more card for this reading, please. 1 more card. Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus, and Jupiter, sign of Gemini, please. There we go. And there you are. You're on your way. You're on your way to see your queen, your soulmate. I feel like you feel that they are your soulmate. On the bottom of the deck, we have, you know, you've made your choice here, and now you're just waiting for the right time to be able to go in with passion. Yeah, there's your soulmate card, right? Six of Cups, somebody from the past coming forward. Five of Swords, you're ready to fight for it. And Two of Wands, yeah, you've already picked a road and you intend to go down that road as the King of Cups, with the King of Cups energy. So just remember that the 10 of Autumn is indicating that you should just be sure that if you are leaving a relationship that has children, please be sure, Spirit is saying that the security of your children and your other loved ones are taken care of, making wise investments, planning for retirement, honoring family traditions, that kind of thing. So make sure that that's all taken care of. Make sure you can slide out of that relationship without much kerfuffle, with making sure that the children at least are taken care of. Okay, I hope that resonated for somebody. If it did, please go ahead and leave me a message below. I always love to see the comments. I do answer as many as humanly possible. I hope you guys are having a great night. Please remember that until the 30th of April at midnight, I am still having the deal of the drop-in reads. So you'll see the information down in the description below. If you need me and you want a private reading, you can email me at elsie@tenofcupstarot.ca. Thank you so much. Have a good night.